really try to listen and take in what he's going to share with you. He's going to speak on social media a little bit. All right, great heart, great example. What's up?
I was asking them how they were doing.
Oh, yes, sir.
Give it up for the y'all learn anything? Yeah, what y'all learn? Definitely. All right, so a real quick intro to who I am. How many of y'all know who I am? Anybody know me?
I know you make music.
Yeah, I coached girls basketball last year, or assistant coach. All right, so my name is Ty Williams. Some people call me by Coach Ty. On the mic, I go by O.N.E the Anomaly. So I do have a Christian rap label, or a Christian record label. It's not just rap. I'm a graduate of MacArthur, class of '99, really class of 2000. I just left a year early. Sorry, no. I am an alum from Mac, so hope that don't discourage y'all. Joined the Navy in '99, got out in '06. Was in the oil field from like '09 to 2015. Got out of the oil field because I got diagnosed with leukemia in 2015. So I'm a cancer survivor. I had a stem cell transplant like October of 2015. So I battled leukemia for about 2 years. And then right after that, it's kind of when I started my own record label. And then started coaching basketball, and then I've just been doing both ever since. All right, so I know I met some of y'all earlier, but I'm gonna redo it. So we're gonna start here. Just give me your name and then your class, like what grade you in. And then if you want to give me your position and your aspiration, that's cool too.
I made it. I'm a freshman.
And position?
I'm tied in with this.
Okay.
Jalen. Good. First year at Corn.
What's your number?
4.
Okay.
Alright, my name's Sonari, 2024, and I play defensive end and offensive tackle.
Okay.
Rashad, I'm a sophomore, running back safety.
Tony, sophomore, center.
King Tito, number 44, linebacker and tight end.
Oh, come 59, left guard, and no.
He did ask. He said the number.
Charlie, quarterback, safety, Isaiah, nose guard.
Alright, cool. Nice to meet each and every one of y'all. And like Andre said, man, I love each and every one of y'all. And I mean that with sincerity. That's the reason why we're here. Like we wanna breathe life into you guys. You guys, like he said, we were once y'all at one point in time. And there's a lot of trials and tribulations that we've gone through that because of our love for you guys, we don't want y'all to make the same mistakes that we made. Now granted, you're gonna have to go out there and live life on your own as well. But anything that we can kind of help prevent you or steer you away from, we want to make it our mission to do so. All right, so who's the spokesperson for this group? Is the team captain here? Let me see. Come here, team captain.
No, that boys ain't nothing.
You want to be a senior today?
Are you team captain? All right, so check this out. We're gonna go into an interview real quick. All right. So just say I'm working for Action 7 News. All right.
Oh, he know.
So let me ask you. All right. So what's your name again? Malachi. All right. So Malachi. Hey, so you guys played Guthrie last night. So how'd you feel about y'all performance?
I can't speak for a lot of people, but that we come on.
So
No, no. Come on, bro. Why you have to say you can't speak for everybody?
You want to give it a shot?
Go ahead. You want to keep talking? Go ahead. You want to keep talking? Go ahead. Be a senior, bro. Be a senior.
Retry?
Charlie.
Be like a senior.
Charlie, go.
No, be a senior.
I just need one
Go up there,
spokesperson.
be a real
It
senior.
doesn't matter the position. I just need one person that's going to speak on behalf of the team.
Act like an actual senior.
All right, come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
Charlie, you QB, come on.
You know what the
You know what happened all game.
There you go.
With Charlie, what's your last name? With Charlie Trockey, quarterback for Lawton Eisenhower. You guys played Guthrie last night. So how do you think the team overall played?
Not well.
Now, well, world. Can you elaborate any on that?
If we always supposed to do the right thing, and we have to have harder.
So is there anything specific, offensively or defensively, that you think the team could improve on?
Not turning the ball over on offense, on defense, just play the coverage or do your assignment.
And how long have you been quarterbacking this Eisenhower Eagles football team?
2 games.
So what do you think about your teammates and your staff?
They're good. They just need to keep on getting better.
All right, appreciate you. All right, so what was that we just did? All right, it's an interview, right? And who usually does the interview? Who usually interviews players? And when do they interview them and why?
After the game.
Right after the game, right? So you actually had time to go to sleep and think about this. But usually they want to interview you right after the game, right? Why do you think that is?
In the moment.
Right? They want to capture your feelings in the moment. All right. So can that be a good thing or a bad thing or both?
Both.
Why would it be a good thing?
You get like their input and right after the game.
Right. So you get honest input, honest raw reaction. What else? Right. So when you're upset, you're honest, right? All right. What can be a negative thing?
They get you at your worst, like you could be like trying to like going off type stuff.
Right.
Giving yourself a bad name.
So you can say something that you can't take back, right? And so what is my job as a reporter? And there's some messy reporters out there. Don't think reporters that they're out there for your benefit, right? They want to capture sound bites to do what? They want to do what? Get paid. How many of y'all seen the incident between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole? Why do you think that didn't stay in the practice? Somebody leaked that, right? They leaked it to who? The media, right? And that's what we're talking about, social media. All right, so that was just kind of an intro, so some of us could kind of start to think about the purpose of social media. And that's just one aspect. That's just dealing with sports, all right? So there's other aspects of social media that's not just dealing with sports. So I'm trying to keep my notes because I'm long-winded, and if I get off track and I just have to add them, I'm gonna go way over my time. So, all right. So we talked about what the intent of social media is pertaining to sports. What are some other social media platforms that's out there? Like who uses social media? Okay, so Twitter. What else is there? Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. So why do you think those platforms were created? And what are some of the benefits of those? Like for example, what's the benefit of Facebook? Family and friends, right? So would you believe back when I joined the Navy in '99, in order for me to make a phone call, so it's just somebody I'm talking to over the phone. Now you guys can do what? You guys can video chat, right? FaceTime. If I could have did that, I might have did 20 years. But when you all the way overseas or you away from your family, you got little ones growing up, that's time that you want to spend that FaceTime that you can't get back in our day. Now you guys today, y'all don't have to deal with that. So that's a positive, right? But what are some of the negative effects of social media?
Be real.
It's always there.
Once you put it out there, you can't pull it back, right? And a lot of you guys are trying to go to the next level, right? Some of you guys want to get good jobs, right? What do you think your bosses, when they do their background checks, what do you think, what's the first place they look? Social media, right? If you guys were to verify us after we leave today, you're like, okay, Tyler, let me go Google him real quick, see what he really about. If I'm not about what I say I'm about up here, then everything that I'm saying is for naught, right? It's just falling on deaf ears, or at least it should, and there goes my credibility, right? So who you are, your identity on social media has got to back that up. You can't say one thing and then be something else, right? So if you was to go look at my social media, and I'm on social media, and the reason why I'm on there is because I believe that whether a platform is good or bad, it's what you decide to do with it. All right, so I'm on there for various reasons. I promote my music on there. I promote my daily devotionals on there, which is called 60 Seconds of Substance. And that's just something that I go on and I do maybe 1 or 2 minutes of where I read a Bible verse, and then I give some interpretation about how that pertains biblically, how that pertains to life right now. So that's something that I do because I'm trying to breathe positivity. right? So I'm not looking for views, I'm not looking for numbers, right? A lot of people will do whatever they gotta do. They'll sell themselves out. Why? For fame and for numbers. And so social media, if you're not careful, you can go off on a lost trail, all right? Because it's something that, like I said, in our day and time, we didn't have to deal with. And so you guys, we have to empathize with you guys in the sense that there's no way we could possibly understand all of the information that you guys got to dissect, right? If you're an alcoholic or a substance abuse offender, right, they put restrictions on there to kind of prevent that, right? So how old do you got to be before you can smoke? 18, right? How old do you got to be before you can drink?
21.
Why do you think that is? Huh? Right, brain cells, right? Your body cannot consume nicotine or really marijuana or anything that you can smoke or drink until your brain develops to a certain point, right? So that those are substance abuses, right? Social media is also something that can become a substance abuse, right? You can become addicted to social media, all right? How many of you would be lost? Everyone in here got a cell phone, right? How many would be lost if you lost your cell phone? How many could not go a day without their cell phone? Anybody?
Be honest.
Right? It's hard, right? Because it's something that you've been attached to. How young were you when you got your cell phone?
6.
3?
You said 6?
Oh, how old? 6?
No,
10? Anybody younger than 10?
8.
8? And you guys are what? Maybe what? 15 to 17?
18.
14? All right, so now think about that. And now this is this generation, right? How many of you guys see kids that are younger than that with cell phones now? Either that or an iPad, right? Some kind of electronic device, right? So, being that social media is something that you can become addicted to, do you think that there should be a restriction on the age for people to be exposed to it?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Right? Why do you think there isn't?
There isn't?
Yeah, there's not. I mean, you could, as a parent, I could have a newborn and be like, yo, take the phone, right? Take the iPad, be quiet, right? We use it, and parents, we're to blame, right? Because we use it as a device to keep the kid quiet. It's a babysitting device. I got my own thing that I'm dealing with, so here, take the phone or do whatever, right? But then when they have it, there's no restrictions on what they're looking at, right? How many been exposed to porn, right? Like y'all men, right? Y'all young men, right?
Be honest. Right, exposed, like y'all say.
Right, you
We
seen
get
it,
all
right?
hands, please.
You seen it, right?
Yeah.
And look, you
You can go on a
can't
website.
unsee it.
You can go on a
You
website
can't-
that lock you got.
Look, you can't unsee it, right? There's a
You
reason.
can go on a website.
There's a reason why marriage and everything was designed in a specific way, right? Right? How you supposed to be abstinent until you find your wife, right? There's a reason for that. Because once you start getting out there too soon, you open Pandora's box. And you cannot unsee, you cannot unfeel, you cannot undo the things that's already been done. Right? And it's a safety mechanism. And so the more you know and the more awareness you have, the better off you could be. Right? And if not for yourself, for somebody else. Now I tell you, I didn't follow them rules, right? And it cost me. And so there's things that I have to deal with. So that's why I'm willing to talk to you guys about it. Right? I'm not ashamed to say that I've seen things or I've done things, but you gotta be honest about yourself. But that's the effects of social media. If you're not careful, right? And in my opinion, understanding what I know about social media now, there should be a restriction, or at least an age limit before you get exposed to it. You see what I'm saying? Because all we doing is setting ourselves up for failure, right? We don't want to do that. Managing social media, like I said, going back to the job situation. Let me read you a little statistic real quick. All right, so according to Business News Daily, all right, this is a 2018 Career Builder survey. It says 70% of employers use social media to screen candidates during the hiring process. and about 43 of employees use social media to check on current employees. So that means after you get a job, that don't mean like, okay, well, shoot, I'm good, so now I can go back on social media and do the nonsense that I've been doing, right? Because it says 43% of employers continue to check, right? So employers look at social media accounts for an array of reasons, but they want to make sure that the candidate will be a good fit for their company. So that just goes back to who you are, right? You can lie to me all day long, but you're not gonna lie to your social media. You're gonna do what you want to do on the social media, all right? But people are gonna go back and they're gonna look, right? So it's all about integrity. And who do you say you are, and who are you truly? All right. Let's see. All right. So, kind of piggybacking on what Mr. Andre was talking about your intake, right? Who wants to play professional sports, or who wants to do something other than professional sports after school? What do you want to do? Become a cook. How much time? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, that's a good profession. Look, everybody in here eat, right? Everybody in here eat, right? So everybody in here gonna have a need for your service. So, what do you look at on your social media? Or do you look at anything that has to do with cooking on social media?
A little bit.
Little bit. So, what you consume visually, right? What you intake is what you want to output. All right. So whatever you're consuming when you're scrolling through your TikTok or through Instagram or Facebook or whatever, that's who you're gonna start to become. Whether you realize it or not, it's called subliminal messaging. That's why you got to be careful with the music you listen to. All right. A lot of people say, okay, well, hip hop is cool and gangster rap and blah blah blah, and it's no big deal. But what you're constantly consuming is starting to get into who you are, all right? And so you got to be careful about your inputs. Whatever it is that you want to do, what you want to become. Like as a coach, I watch a lot of film on coaching, right? Who's seen Coach Prime? Who knows who Coach Prime is? Everybody know Prime Time, right? Anybody ever look at his social media?
Yep.
A lot of times, what is he doing? Motivating, right? As a coach, that's his job. Right? He's recruiting on there. He's setting the standard of how athletes should be, not just on the field, but in the classroom. Right? So there's positive reasons for using social media. But whatever it is that you want to do in life, there's information out there. You guys don't have to find it the archaic way that we had to do. We had to go to an actual library and thumb through books. Right? I mean, you guys got power of information right at your fingertips. It's just all a matter of how you choose to use it. All right? So, I ain't gonna keep you too long. I just want y'all to just be more aware. Oh, okay. I just want y'all to be aware of the effects of social media. If when you wake up, the first thing that you do is check to see, all right, do I got more likes? Do I got more follows? Or what's the next trend? Or what's the latest trend? Then you wasting a lot of time, not even really realizing it. And like I say, some of y'all don't know any better, and the people coming up underneath y'all really gonna be clueless. Right? Because that's all they know. Would you believe that there's going to be a generation that don't know what people's face really look like? Mm-hmm. You know why that is? Well, I'm going to get to that in a second. But COVID, right? What happened when COVID hit? Everybody got to be masked up, right? So think about kids that were born during COVID. All they know is what you look like from here up. You see what I'm saying? Those is things that cause trauma. And whether we realize it or not, we got to be understanding of what people are exposed to. That's why I'm not going to sit up here and beat your head down about whether you watching porn or what you're doing on your social media, because some of y'all don't know no better, right? My job is to simply make you aware. Now, once you know better, then you could do better. But if you don't, you know what I mean? Everybody come from different backgrounds, and that's fine. So I got to come and meet you where you at. That's my job. I'm not judging nobody. You know what I'm saying? Judge not lest you be judged. I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not perfect. And you know what I'm saying? Nobody is. We all fall short, right? But we got to become aware, and we got to help each other in the process, right? You see, like Andre was saying, you see your man struggling, man ain't pick him up, right? There's a lot of people that on social media will tear down this football team, be like, man, they trash, they this, they that, right? But you got to let that be out there. You guys got to be a family in here. And social media, that's what social media is primarily designed to do now. And if nothing else, for views, for money, for followers, for likes, you know, they want to create drama. We live in a society where drama sells. Look at everything on TV. Hollywood Wives this and that, right? It's drama. but they on TV because it sells. So you cannot allow social media to come in here and divide a team, all right, regardless of your struggle. What's something positive you can say that's happened this year on the team? Anybody? Came closer? What do you mean? Oh, bonded, right? Y'all bonded, right? Do y'all put that out on social media? You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be clever. Like, the enemy will try to come in here, steal, kill, and destroy, make you think that everything is bad. But just like you saying, okay, look, so what? We might have only won 2 games this year, right? But we in here, we building, we team bonding, right? Some of us still got another year or 2 to go, and we're gonna build this program, right? That's something that could help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's positive that you could put on social media. So while they out there criticizing, talking about, oh man, Ike is an easy win, like, okay, well, you call it what you want, right? Because guess what? Those recruiters, they're not recruiting teams, they're recruiting players. And they want to see what you look like when the chips are against you. They don't want to see what you look like when everything's good, because when everybody winning, everybody look a certain way. I want to know who's going to stand up when our back is against the wall, all right, when things ain't going right. Right? And you can use social media as a platform to put out how to deal with loss. Right? Because who knows what a moral victory is? Anybody ever heard of moral victories? Alright, so a moral victory is like we lost on the scoreboard, but you know what? That stuff we was working with at practice, the coach was drawing up, hey, we executed that. Alright? We that tackle that I usually miss, I got that tackle. That block that I wasn't getting, I got around there and I made that block. Yeah, we might have lost on the scoreboard, but we got better. Right, that's something that you could build on. But if the only thing that you look at is that scoreboard to dictate your worth or your value, you're looking at the wrong thing. Right? And hopefully coaches let you guys know that. And I'm pretty sure that they do. But just in case they don't, I'll let you know myself. Right? And this is coming from a coach standpoint. I tell my girls all the time, look, quit playing the scoreboard. That's why whether we up by a lot or we down by a lot, you shouldn't be able to walk in the gym and know who's winning. Not from one of my teams. You need to be out there giving it your all. Every play, every possession. All right? Go get better. Go learn. All right? And that's the way that you got to start approaching life. All right? So, look, it's been my pleasure to spend this time with you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something. The other thing that you was talking about with social media, you were saying, the FaceTime. You see how hard it is to do an interview? A lot of us don't spend time talking to each other. Why? Because we text. Right? We communicate in a computer era where we email or we text. A lot of us got to get our voices back. All right, you got to start being confident and learn how to talk to one another. You know what I'm saying? Because I might text you something and you read the text and the way you interpret it may not even been the way that I said it or the way that I texted. Right? And so things get lost in translation. That's where a lot of confusion comes from. All right, so look, do me a favor. Understand your social media, but kind of start trying to put some of that stuff down. And when you do use it, try to use it for a positive reason. All right? Y'all be blessed, man. Hopefully y'all was a blessing to you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something. You guys are able to take something away. Best of luck on the rest of y'all season. How many more games y'all got? One. All right, so y'all gonna get a dub. Y'all gonna go get better.
Yes, sir.
Who coming back next year?
Me.
Everybody in here coming back next year, right? All right, so build on that. Build on that, all right? If you guys want to know anything else about me, just, I don't know, anybody music heads, anybody like music? All right, so, I'll leave y'all my Instagram, all that stuff. You guys want to check out any of the stuff that I got on social media along with my music stuff too. All right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Be blessed.